What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2 No Easy Buckets analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Kaz and Akaash. Real quick, before we start, I just got to give a huge thank you to both Toronto and San Francisco. I had shows for my Views from the Sis tour in both those cities this weekend. Man, we had two theater shows up in Toronto. Thank y'all for coming out. Lots of Flagrant 2 fans keeping it tight in the audience. The Asshole Army was there. It was a beautiful thing to see. Thank y'all for coming out. And also San Francisco, man, we sold out 5 straight shows at the Punchline Comedy Club in San Francisco. That shit was crazy, man.
And you were competing against your friends of her, but Whitney Cummings was in town
That's
too,
right. Yeah, Whitney was in town, and she was selling out the Cobb's Comedy. Yeah, she's brilliant, and it was crazy, man. I'll give you guys a little bit of info. One of the guys that works there, Marcus, one of the managers there, he said the last person to sell out 5 straight shows there was Chappelle. Oh, and then he said, he was like, now he did that in about 60 seconds. took you the whole weekend. But that being said, that was the last time they did that. So I was like, whoa, man, that was so fucking cool, man. So thank y'all for coming out. The flagrancy was in full effect. People who've, I guess, I was very excited to do these 2 cities because they're known as very PC places in the world, right? Yeah. Toronto, they're always marching about some shit.
I didn't know that about Toronto.
Oh my, that's where the slut march started.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, dude. There's like always marching
Toronto's
about something.
Very liberal.
Son, they protested a fucking a restaurant because the guy had meat in it, and he started butchering the deer in the front window.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you guys didn't hear about this?
No.
It was like this meat restaurant, and he just like went full.
Remind us where it comes from.
You didn't know that?
I was about to say, like Africans do that a lot. Like,
oh yeah, so the Chinese.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like,
so does everybody outside of America.
Yeah, like that's.
I remember when the first time I went to India. You know, people where we live, a lot of them couldn't afford meat. But then I went to one of my rich uncle's house. He was like, let's go eat chicken. I was like, bet chicken. He was like, it's going to be fresh. And I was like, yeah, all right, fresh chicken. We go to the market, and I see them we see a live chicken. He just cuts the chicken's throat, and then he just hands it to us. Yeah. And one chicken, I think, just like was acting up, and he just cut his throat and threw him on the side. It was crazy.
Like, this one's for food, and this one's because you were fucking with me.
Teach all the other chickens. Don't be clucking.
So all the other chickens, what you saw. That was actually my first police scare.
What was?
I went to a farm with my mom. So they
called the cops because you were black at a farm, and not in Georgia.
Your mom brought you there like, you will never be working at one of these.
So I went to a farm, and usually
thanks to the great Abraham Lincoln, he has made it so that you will never have to go through this. Only white men with no teeth will be working at farms for the rest of history. Only Billy Bob and Billy Joe and Billy all the rest.
So I was maybe 8 years old, right? I was maybe 8 years old, and usually like it's custom where somebody graduates or like a big like event, usually go and like cook like a goat and like you go and cook
That's
it. And,
great.
This is in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, right? Yeah. So my mom takes me to a farm. So oh yeah, we're gonna go to the farm and get a goat. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking we're just gonna get a goat,
like a chopped up goat.
So they bring you to the farm while you see like all the goats like prancing free and
happy,
having a happy good time. My mom picks the goat out. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Pick the goat, take him to the back. There's a big fucking towering inferno in the back, right? Yeah. So, and you just hear mad just goat yelling like, ah! So I'm like, what the? I'm 8 years old, mind you. So like, I'm sitting here looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And all of a sudden they take the goat that we picked and just toss them into the fire. Just threw him in there. Yeah, man. And I was like,
that's fucked up.
They're killing animals in here. So I called the cops.
In Scotland, we at least fuck the goat before we eat it. We at least kindly insert our cocks in a nice sheep's pussy before we eat some lamb chops, definitely.
Ted Bundy ass.
I called the cops, and like the cops come, and I'm like, yo, they're killing animals over here. Come do something.
Yeah. So they were like, bet, we bringing knives and forks.
They fucking come. They look at me. They're like, who called the cops? I was like, I did.
You know how separate Nigerians and black people are? Is that you felt confident calling the cops? Then on a farm, you were going to be okay. That's how much they raised you to not think you were black.
This is in America or in Nigeria?
This is in America. This is here. So like, And like this is where I started not fucking with cops, because like I told them what happened, and instead of like being oh man, this poor little kid, he thinks it's whatever, like they start fucking with me, and they're like, the next time you call the cops, there isn't a real emergency, we're gonna take you to jail, and yada yada. I was scared. I was crying and shit. Like my mom thought it was the funniest thing ever. Like everyone's laughing at me, and they always start like threatening an 8-year-old with jail because I saw a goat that I thought was friendly.
Is in Nigeria.
No, this is in America. This is
oh wow!
Yeah. You asked this question and got the answer,
but I didn't listen to the answer. No. I just still thought it was Nigeria because I didn't know we had farms so you could just pick your own goat out.
Yeah, no, you definitely can. You
really
can. Yeah.
In Staten Island?
No, I don't think it was in Staten Island. We drove to like Long Island, I think.
Anyway, point is, Toronto's usually very sensitive to the PC shit. There was a comic that got sued by a heckler.
Really?
And lost $30,000, had to pay the heckler. You didn't hear about this story?
No.
Bro, it was crazy.
What did he say?
But I don't know. I think he probably called her a cunt.
You can't do that now?
Apparently you can't call women cunts anymore. So here's my question. What do you call them when they're acting like a cunt?
Call them bitches.
Yeah, it doesn't hit hard enough.
Well, I don't use the C word, man. Like that.
You don't?
Nah, I really don't.
It just doesn't feel right.
It feels like
not in like a moral way, but just feels goofy coming out.
Yeah, you guys sound like some man cunts right now. That's all I know. You sound like some real man cunts.
I gotta really not like you to call you.
You want to know the best thing about the word cunt?
What?
It's the only word you can call someone and then they become it. You know what I mean? Like, if you call someone a cocksucker, they don't just start sucking cocks. Like, call a girl a cunt. She'd be like, how the fuck you get?
Like,
told you.
There you go.
You fucking cunt.
That's what it was. Jesus.
There's somebody on the ticket that used to always say, if you call a woman a cunt in an argument, you automatically win. They just can't handle it. Everything stops.
There's all rational thought flies out the window once they hear that word.
The best thing they could call us is fuckboy.
Like,
cunt.
Right.
Shut up.
Like, that is the point of no return, though.
Point is, it was so cool to go to San Francisco and Toronto, these like PC ass places, right? Which are cool cities, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of political correctness there.
Yeah.
And then do my act, which is, very flagrant, using words you're not supposed to use, doing jokes about topics you're not supposed to joke about. So it's exciting. The challenge of going to one of these cities, that is not so okay with that, and then still seeing the act work and still seeing, of course there are a couple of people that are triggered, but what I notice is after the show, this is how you can tell the tides are turning. After the show, there'd be people that would come up to me, especially the people who didn't know me. And this happened in San Francisco a lot, and they were like, hey man, thank you, bro. Thank you for bringing balance. We don't hear a lot of this stuff out here. And, we know it's just jokes or whatever. You're not preaching it, but it's just cool to hear the other side a little bit more. So people are getting tired of being pussies.
Yeah. I mean, like, not even just being pussies, but it's just like, you got to hear both sides. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, what we do is jokes. I'm not trying to fucking, start a revolution, but we're supposed to be able to tell jokes about fucked up topics.
Yeah. Like, that's why I've always been just a fan of stand-up comedy, because I've always gotten to either see people who thought like me or listen to people that didn't think like me and made me, oh, okay, I could see why. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I can say, oh, okay, I could see why. I don't got to agree with you, but okay, I can see why. I'm entertained. I'm intrigued. Like, I'm engaged in whatever you're talking
Socrates
about.
is the world's first stand-up. He was just bad at being funny. He was just, his whole thing was question everything.
Wasn't he looking to cave?
No, that's Plato, I think. Yeah. Socrates just question everything. Why? Everything is why. Always question.
Yeah.
That's all we do. We just make it funny. He wasn't funny, and he got killed for it.
Wait a minute. So what did he do? He just asked why about what?
You just anything. Like, why is this the way this is? Why do you think that the way you think that? Because any answer you had, he'd be like, well, why? And then just always ask the question.
Keep on going until you get to the bottom. And then what did Plato do? He just looked in the cave?
He fucked dudes in a cave or something like that.
What else was there to do back then, though?
I don't know, but they fucked a lot of dudes back then.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was the move back then.
That's why it's called grease. You know what I mean? Put a little grease on that butthole, slide that dick in. You know what I mean? That's what tzatziki is. That's how you get the good tzatziki. Let it trip out. What's up, Flagrant 2?
Oh, man. We're back.
Anyway, it was dope. It was dope to be out there, man.
Yeah,
it was fucking dope to be out there. It was dope to see all the Flagrant 2.
How do they feel about the Toronto slander?
Somebody made some cookies too, right?
I told the cookies.
Oh, I need to put that online.
Yeah, I mean they taste like shit. I want to let y'all know. Let me tell y'all something. And I was, you know how you know they taste like shit, because I was hungry, bro. I didn't eat nothing the whole fucking day, pretty much. Right, Alex? We had room service. I ordered room service up to the room. It was just me and Alex. It looked like, that shit was looking tender, babe. That shit was looking mad tender. And I didn't even realize.
You answered the robe?
Son, thank God I wasn't in the robe, but I was sitting on the bed, and then the Indian dude came in. He was like, "Where do you want me to put it?" Or whatever. And I was like, "You just put it on the bed for both of us." And then I realized that was crazy. And I was like, "Nah, he gonna eat over there. You want to eat over there? He'll eat over on that side of the room."
He pointed that out so hard.
Like two straight males. He'll eat on that side. I'll eat over here. Don't get no fucking ideas.
Y'all have one bed?
Say what? Why y'all acting like I stayed in the telly, bro? Why y'all acting like I stayed in the telly?
Whatever you and Alex do on the road, bro, that's between y'all.
Yo.
There's nothing wrong
keep
with
it
that.
tight.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit wasn't tight that weekend.
Wait, why am I taking? You taking my
Why am I taking it? Come on, bro.
You're white.
Yeah, okay, I'm white, I guess. Whatever. Dude, Alex GAPE's open, bro.
Yeah?
Yes.
What?
Pops right
That
over
sentence,
there.
I was like, that was uncomfortable with that sentence.
Oh, man, I just felt uncomfortable.
That made me uncomfortable.
Y'all acting really not white right now.
Listen, man.
Y'all both acting really not white right now.
I like sports.
Yo.
Sports is good. Sports is one. Last week was a fun episode, wasn't it?
Yo, last week was good.
Second time he said that. He's been trying to change subjects for 20 minutes.
Oh, I'm saying it was great to see the fans, man.
Yeah.
And, I appreciate y'all coming out and supporting what we do here. And it's great to go up on stage and have everybody fucking keeping the assholes tight.
That's like such a great icebreaker, by the way. It's how I know you're not looking at me weird. Like, you ever like run into somebody and like they know you, but you don't know them, and they're looking at you and they don't really know how to like say anything. That's the whole point. You just throw this up.
The beauty of it, and you said this on
it's
some
our
of your...
yarmulke.
Yeah, whatever that is. What's the
That's what the Jews. They have it on the
our
back.
yarmulke.
Exactly, yeah. It's our yarmulke. Like, like if one Jew has a yarmulke, another Jew has a yarmulke, it's like, all right, same team. All right, cool. Yeah. So we just keep the asshole tight.
And you know how you had a picture where you said, like, I don't know what to do with my hands in a picture?
Yeah.
That's so great. If you're taking a picture with a fan, just throw that up. It's done. You don't have to think about it. It's like the boxer holding up his fist. It's the same thing.
That's right. You need to have be in a sport where you can do that. Because if you're like a basketball player, you just throw your wrist up and bend it.
What if all athletes did that?
Had to do their thing?
You meet Tom Brady and he goes like,
It's that Al Bundy. It's that Al Bundy.
Just the poke high.
Just a bowler is just leaning forward with his fingers out.
On some Trump shit.
You should do that.
Real shit.
That's that Trump pose.
Give me that.
You know what? I don't know if we're getting too far off topic, but I really think he's the guy that's leading the tide turn of we are not going to give a fuck about PC anymore. Nobody's going to want to give him credit.
Don't give him that.
I've said
Nobody wants to give him. You don't have to like him.
Let me listen to it. Let me listen to the argument. Let me listen to the argument.
When Barack got elected,
Yeah.
Barack, who I think was a great president, all that, but when he got elected,
You don't
I
gotta
noticed.
say that, bro.
Nah, I feel like I do.
got to.
If you're going to defend Trump, I feel like you got to throw out. That's true. But that's the
Enjoy
problem.
your Indianness, bro.
It's worse when brown people are like, "How the fuck do you like Trump? You sell out."
Yeah, but you're not
I'd
saying
much
that you
rather-
like Trump. You're just making an objective.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Listen,
People
you're not
are
on
stupid.
fucking CNN, bro. This is
All right,
Flagrant
good
2.
point.
You can say
Good
whatever you want.
Good point.
Good.
But when Barack got elected,
I know say that shit. Barack was awesome. Say it again.
Yo,
It's
Barack
cool.
was awesome.
he was awesome. He didn't do anything, but I love the man.
But you
He
know,
did nothing,
he
but I
didn't
love
scare
him.
me when I went to sleep. Like I slept a little easier.
When
Not
what?
knowing I'm not gonna wake up to some
Oh,
wild
yeah.
Trump tweets or
But that's
fucking
because
a porn
you're not
star or some shit.
Syrian.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
There
Syrians
you
be looking at Obama like, yo, fuck this dude. Where the white guys at? Yo, the white guys we was chilling with the white guys.
go. Listen,
I don't know enough about.
my problem though.
I don't know enough about politics. You just like the dude or
American
not.
way.
Yo,
Right?
Barack was so fucking elegant, and he was like the picturesque president. I think that eloquent, everything that you
It was like having
think
Usher
of,
for president.
Son, having Usher?
It's like having Usher for president.
Why? Because he's just so
He's
smooth.
real
and
smooth
everything?
and just
Okay,
made you comfortable.
I was trying to
and
think. I was
stuff.
like, hey, Barack don't fuck no fat bitches, bro. I don't know what you talking about, bro. You wildin' right now. Michelle in shape. 60 minutes a day, B. Fuck out of here, bro.
Fit America.
Yeah, Usher been in the South too long. You're like a sweet tea drinking bitch. Bitch, you have any sweet tea today, bitch? Listen, I need some confessions from you, bitch. How many sugars you put in your sweet tea, bitch? Real real talk.
Alex falling apart, dog.
Real talk. This bitch trying to say she wants some fucking sweet and low in her tea. Bitch! That's your fucking mind, bitch. I'm Usher. You gonna put some sugar in that shit? Ain't no agave, no nothing. Some fucking Domino sugar. Fatten your arms up. Why your arms not shaking? What?
Isn't that tequila?
Agave? No, Domino's. Is the little packets.
Oh.
Domino's is sugar. Agave is like a natural. It's not healthy either, but cucks love it.
It's that cuck sugar.
It's cuck sugar. It's cuck sugar. It's cuck sugar.
So I can't take the real
Splenda
sugar.
is gay sugar. Stevia is hippie sugar.
Yo, I can't even say that. Like, imagine, like, yo, can I have a coffee with milk and a Splenda? Fuck out of here, bro.
I be getting Splendas. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You do Splenda?
I be Splendas.
Gay, huh?
But also, I fuck dudes. So
True that. Don't
Can't
Alex
forget.
gape. Alex be gaping, right? Alex be gaping, right? Yo, I said, Alex, get whatever you want on the menu, son. I said, just like that. I said, what you want? Get whatever you want, son.
This weekend.
You gonna earn it. That's what I said. You gonna earn that salmon.
Oh, man.
All right.
What were you saying about sport? No, you were saying about Trump and
I remember when Barack got elected. I remember that's when I started seeing like liberals get a little more bold. Like I started seeing this sign that like this sounds. Don't say that's so gay. Basically, when you say you don't like something, say that's so gay. That's like saying that's so autistic to make fun of something or something like that. And I was like, that's a gay ass sign.
That's a gay ass sign, bro.
But then over time, that voice got louder and louder and bolder and bolder. And I think having that president there who like it like emboldened the people who supported open-mindedness. Like the first black president means we can start fighting for these other things. The country might be ready and push for it and push for it and push for it.
Interesting.
I think with Trump, the people who felt stifled for 8 years are like, oh, people are with this. We can push for not giving a fuck and not giving a fuck and not giving a fuck.
I think you make a lot of sense.
And he takes the arrows like Kanye.
That's true. I hate tying something that I like to Trump.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like
North Korea and South Korea getting along. People having a real hard time with that one.
Oh, dude, it's the stupidest thing in the fucking world.
Yeah.
We got the 3 North Koreans back. First of all, should have kept them. If you go to any place that is beefing with America on your own will,
keep it.
son.
Keep 'em.
They were like Christian missionaries. You know what I mean? Believe in your dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jesus got your back. He wanted you to be in jail in North Korea, fam. He ain't want you to be in America. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they don't need Christianity out there.
Oh no, bro.
All I'm saying is, I would love what I chalk it up to, and I think you're definitely right about having some Trump effect, but I think some of it might have to do with the fact that, like, deep down in our core, Americans don't identify as pussies.
Yeah.
Like, we have a rebellious spirit.
Yeah,
we have a fight
every
spirit.
single American anthem, song,
War, fight.
like,
Let me thump it out.
Team.
It's founded on rebellion. This country is literally built on a rebellion.
Absolutely. And it like especially so, you know, even in the music that we're drawn to. Yeah, we got some like emo shit as well. Sure.
We also love NWA.
We love some NWA, motherfucker. We love
nothing like
Onyx. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
DMX. Like, I didn't even know what he was singing about. Felicia, Timon. I'm like,
Timon.
Who the fuck is Timon? Pumbaa, Timon. You know what I mean? Nala.
Yo, how
the
the
Lion
second
King.
name was a dude's name?
Son,
How the second
I've been showing
name?
Alex, son. Alex got me mad. I was in
Marsupial.
San Francisco. I was where, you know what I mean? It's a turn game. Another turn game. No, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like,
tender in the loins, my dude.
man, that
ones
sounds
is
good.
tender as
That
fuck.
sounds good. All I'm trying to say is, my man Felicia and who's the next one? About 3 Kims.
Felicia, Keisha, Nicole. I
That's
used
a
to know
love
that.
song
I
about
used to know
bitches,
that. Yeah.
but that's a fight song for me.
Wait, no,
Like,
that's 2 different songs you were naming. There was
No, that's what these bitches want.
what these bitches want, but you were saying it in the cadence of some other DMX song.
About 3 Kims.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn,
what was
Tina, Shelly,
Tisha.
Bridget, Kathy, Rashida, Kelly, Nicole.
How Bridget
Angel,
got in there?
Juanita.
How that white bitch
Stacey.
snuck in there, Alex? Yo, Bridget's
Hey.
little
DMX
trifling
fucked
ass.
some white bitches. I
He definitely
guarantee
did.
you.
That's
the
true.
most ride or die shit. I remember I watched his Behind the Music. I'm a big DMX fan.
Yeah.
And I remember his ex-wife was saying, I didn't mind him cheating It was when he started impregnating other women that I had to get divorced. And I was like, that's a ride or die ass girl, though. That's not asking for much. You know what I mean?
Yo, first of all, men don't cheat. Second of all, you right, bitch. Yo, you 100% right about that one. Yo. You know what I mean? Yo, that's a wild because men don't cheat, but like somehow these bitches getting pregnant. That's wild. Like, if I know you didn't cheat on your wife, but if you get another girl's pregnant, that's
like
wrong.
The effort to artificially inseminate another woman. That's like
a lot of money you could have bought your wife with.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
You know what I mean? How you go artificially inseminate another girl and disrespect your wife?
Pregnant. And it's yours. It's like, yeah, man, I went to the test tube place, got some, just injected it in there. It's like, why? It's like, oh, well, I couldn't cheat on you.
We got to do men don't cheat sketches with all the ways that men don't cheat. How do you explain that, baby? I don't know. Science, bitch. You don't know nothing about science? You ain't never artificially inseminated another bitch by accident?
All right,
you know what I mean?
It's not cheating. It's not cheating, bro.
She got lucky with my spermses. All right, sports.
Gambling is legal.
Oh, gambling. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Fucking crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't know that shit was illegal. That shit came out today. Yo, gambling is legal. I was like, what? That shit is illegal? Yo, son, with the Vegas. In Vegas, you could gamble on it.
Yeah, that's the only place where it's legal.
Why is that?
Atlantic City, right?
If gambling is legal in a state, I think it's legal there, right?
Yeah.
Sports gambling and gambling.
Yeah, but why were they doing it on a federal level? Why was the Supreme Court doing it?
I think it's like weed, right? Like
I forgot exactly.
Like weed can be legal in a state.
So you're saying
they're leaving it up to the
theory.
state's discretion now. Before it was like you had to go, and I could be 100% wrong here, and I'm sure someone will tell me if I am.
Yeah, but we're not gonna give a fuck when you correct us.
And truthfully, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Before
you want to call you the F word? I saw it happen. I saw him push that shit back, like he put dicks in his throat.
Yeah, a little fucking cunt. Little fucking ass cunt. Oh, man. All right, go.
Sorry, guys.
No, so I think you'd have to like apply and there's be votes like federally, whatever, and now. The government is just being like, it's to the state's discretion. So if they want gambling to be legal, go for it.
So there was a time where it was like weed, it was federally illegal, but certain states were like, fuck it, we're doing it anyway.
Something like that. I don't know.
It was really just Vegas and Jersey recently passed it like a couple years ago.
Yeah, but what about if you go to like the Native American casinos? Can you gamble there?
Gamble regularly, not sports betting.
Yeah.
Really?
Killed them like buffalo, so like, we let them have some
Yo,
exceptions.
that's true. They gamble and white people come there with all the diseases we got. Yo, a white dude might come up there with some flu-like symptoms. That's gambling.
Yo, these poor motherfuckers were finally winning. They finally had casinos. They were making money, and then America was like, nah.
You took it too hard, bro.
You remember that guy we got on the 20? He wouldn't be happy with this.
Yo, that's wild. That is true. Right when they were coming up, we're like, fuck it. Pete Rose going to Hall of Fame.
That whole thing right there, it's huge because like now you're gonna have regular season game like the NBA. Like the NBA is already like making a shit ton of money. Now I think this is gonna be the one thing that puts them over the top.
So why they make so much more? You guys got to explain this to me. I don't understand.
Because you'll literally be able to walk into the Garden and not even sit at the game and just bet on the games, and legally. And there'll be tons of gamblers, tons of people who are betting on little prop bets.
So the NBA gets a piece of every bet?
No, I don't think so. But
they must. There's the only.
Well, house
I'm sure that there'll be like NBA sponsored games.
If you could function like a casino, the house always makes its money.
No, but the NBA itself must get a piece of every. I was talking to my buddy.
They got like daily fantasy and what's the DraftKings and all that type of shit. Like they're in bed with the NBA and stuff like that. There's gonna be like dozens more of those type of companies coming out now.
Wow.
That will be attached to the NBA, like the NFL. Like the NBA will have probably their own fantasy league where you can all right, so it can be pay for play type of shit.
Check it. Are we concerned now that there's going to be like hedge funds getting involved in this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to get real crazy.
Put in millions and hundreds of millions of dollars on games potentially, right? If they really feel like they're going to win. Are we concerned that players are going to start getting poisoned? Players are going to start getting, Nancy Kerrigan. Players are going to start getting kidnapped. I mean, with hundreds of millions of dollars invested in a game is on the line, you're not going to put a little something in somebody's fucking tuna sandwich?
Well,
you wouldn't do that? I wouldn't do it, but like I'm saying,
you wouldn't
hundreds
do it now?
of millions of... Yo, we got insider trading already.
You wouldn't do it now?
Fam,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's been around.
Every
there's
single
bookies
I think it's like...
every single
What, that are doing what?
Like New York has a bunch of like underground sports betting.
I think
have
it's like...
bookies and they make...
Son,
I think it's like weed, man.
Real
Like
talk,
weed was illegal.
I'm sorry. We gotta start posting Alex's outfits every single time.
What the fuck? I got a black tee on and some...
Alex is head to toe Adidas jumpsuit.
My man looking like
with the
Run
shell toe.
DMC.
He got Run DMC down.
Yeah.
Down pat. Down pat. So that's the thing.
Right now,
I'm not saying you dress bad. You dress specific. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be Queens one day. Last time you were the Puerto Rican lesbian. Do you know what I mean?
Themed outfit.
You're themed out.
I do theme.
You got college parties to go to. That's what I feel like. I feel like he'd be leaving this shit and going right to the Columbia University dorm party. Just
right in,
smashing
too.
20-year-olds. Like, what's up, guys? We here for the 80s party? Who's Aerosmith?
When I have my matching sweatsuits, I feel like a Brooklyn scammer.
Yo, yeah, but like from back in the day.
That is the scammer's outfit, like a tech fleece Nike joint.
But
My
yeah,
bad,
I think it's
my
going to
bad.
be like weed, where you could get it before you could do it. It's illegal, but it's pretty accessible. And now it's going to make corporations money. That's what I think. Somebody's going to correct me, and again, I'm going to read half of it and give up.
It's gonna make every single NBA team worth. Like if the cable deal made every single NBA team like worth a lot more money and got the players more contracts and all that type of stuff,
Okay.
this gambling stuff is definitely gonna like increase the value of.
But you
all
think it's
those
going to make it
teams.
more valuable than football? Because football gambling is still massive.
I think so because there's 82 games.
More games, son.
Yeah, there's
More games to gamble on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And more. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's only 18 games.
Yo, I don't
Potentially,
like gambling, man.
I still think people are just so juiced for football that they're more likely
I'm
to
sure
gamble.
they
on that.
will. I'm sure they will. But like, and I just think it'll just be a matter of time before the NBA just.
I think that's happening. You know, millennials like basketball better.
Oh, then trust me. You think these players are going to be getting away with just like going half-ass in game 56 in the middle of March and
that's
all
true.
that type of shit? Like it's nah.
Will
bro,
the players
like,
still not be able to bet?
You have to not be able to
I don't
bet.
think
Have
so.
to.
Like that's a league rule. That's not like it's
Son,
not
if it's
illegal.
Hundreds of millions
Like
of
you
dollars.
won't go to jail, but they'll kick you out the league.
I'm just saying, hundreds of $1 million on the line, right? To throw a game that you know you're gonna lose.
Who's not doing it?
You're not gonna make that in your whole career. If you're J.R. Smith,
In the weird way,
you're J.R. Smith.
in the
I'm just saying, like you're a starting player on the team. This is basketball, right? Basketball is the best one because you can affect the game as one person.
And it don't
Football,
cost
you might
shit.
not.
To lose a game don't mean it. Football, you lose a game, you might not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like there's very few games, not that many spots.
games matter. Like that's what the NFL had on the NBA for so
Yeah.
long. Every game matters.
Matters, yeah,
You
there's
know what I mean?
urgency.
The NBA, you can like legitimately sleepwalk through 2 months, and then like after the All-Star break,
Shaq wouldn't play 40% of the games with the Lakers.
Is that right?
I mean, he was just sitting forever.
I mean, I'm not saying they sleepwalk, but there's definitely extra effort to the games that matter. And now that you're putting a monetary value on each individual game, and it's not a playoff game, like everything's going to be heightened. So it's weird, man. Like I think that's going to be a big issue. I think Las Vegas is going to get a shit ton of new sports teams. Like I know the Raiders are going there eventually.
Don't they have
there
a
in, like,
girl
a year or
basketball
two.
team?
Yeah, they got a women's basketball team. They got the hockey team that's doing really well. I think the Valley Knights.
They're adding new girls basketball teams?
Hockey.
Oh, is that not crazy?
Son, did
Anybody
you
else?
see? Everybody was tweeting me that Candace took a shot
Everybody
at me,
tagged
yo.
you in that shit, bro. She
She said
said,
she took a shot at me, bro.
quote unquote, Candace Parker said, no NBA players disrespect the WNBA.
She said female ballers don't get disrespected by NBA players. It's usually dudes that don't play basketball that disrespect the NBA. First of all,
Ooh, spicy.
Candace,
Don't say
I'll
nothing
have
about
you
Candace.
know,
all right?
I'll have you know, you're right. I do not play in the NBA, okay? But I do play in the Urban Professional Basketball League, and I also play in Basketball City. So take that how you may. Second of all, Candace, I'm not hating on the WNBA. I'm simply describing it. Those are two very different things, okay?
Oh, man.
Those are two very different things. Now, I've watched Candace Parker describe the way certain players have played. She does halftime commentary. Matter of fact, She's quite good at it.
Quite good.
Quite good, I have to say. Quite good. Very confident. And she describes certain players, and you know what? She says, oh, this person isn't playing very well. He's not playing up to the ability of the other players. That's all I'm saying about the WNBA. Only in its entirety. They don't play
scope of basketball.
Exactly. They don't play up to the ability of the NBA players.
They do.
Yo,
they're just not as
good. If they did, they would play in the NBA. There's no rule that says women can't play in the NBA.
Who can shoot like Steph Curry in the WNBA? There's good shooters. Who shoots like Steph?
Who in the NBA shoots like Steph Curry? Except Steph Curry.
Rondo.
Buddy Hield.
Playoff Rondo. Buddy Hield.
Remember that?
Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Look, like, one spot over.
KD. There's mad dudes are shooting up. Like, all I'm saying is, obviously, they're playing at a lower level, and that's the reason why people aren't watching, right? Like, if they played at the same level, just because they're girls, we wouldn't watch. Now, the other thing that's going on here is we only watch girls play sports if they're attractive. It's just the reality of the matter. And girls only watch men play sports that they're attracted to. That's what nobody wants to talk about.
I mean, it's definitely a part of it. It's definitely a part.
Men are not watching female powerlifters.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And women are not watching male fucking jockeys. They're not watching horse racing. We had to make horse racing a fucking fashion show just to get girls to show up, right? The husbands were like, hey, let's go to the horse racing. They're like, I'm not going to watch some fucking midget jump on a horse and go around. They're like, yeah, but you get to wear a cute hat. And she's like, oh, do I? Can I drink a mint julep outside and talk to my friends? That would be lovely, honey. That'd be lovely to do. Right? We had to gear the whole sport just to get them to show up.
My girl was watching some football. She knows nothing about sports. She was fucking disgusted by the linemen.
Why? Because
she was
fat.
just like, they're just fat and useless to her. Yeah. Like, she can't accept that they're freak athletes. She can't accept any of it. She's like, nah, they're fat. Yuck.
But then Odell take off that helmet.
Yeah, but Steph Curry cute to her. She likes Steph Curry.
That's what I'm saying. Girls never liked boxing. Oscar De La Hoya came on the scene, and then half of the fucking stadium turned. There's this new boxer named Ryan Garcia. Shouts out Ryan Garcia, young kid, handsome kid, and he's on Instagram and he's chilling with all the other Instagram celebs in LA, and he's massive, and the girls love it. Simply because he's handsome. So the idea that we like watching female volleyball players because they're hot. Girls, you don't give a fuck about sports. You like watching hot dudes do shit. NBA athletes, etc. It's just that, dude, it's primal. It's not a big deal.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, generally speaking, yes. There's some girls that watch where they're really into
Doris Burke knows what the fuck she's talking about.
Doris is she might be one of my favorite now. She might be top 3.
Really?
She might be top 3 to me, man.
Hearing Doris Burke talk about basketball like turns me on.
Bro,
weird way. Like, she's like,
can't agree with you there.
That's worse. I'd rather Andrew fuck Alex than you fuck Doris Burke.
Listen, you're asleep, bro. You're asleep, bro.
All right, I'm gonna stay asleep. Give me motherfucking melatonin. Give me some Ambien. I'll take NyQuil. I will overdose to avoid waking up to that bitch.
Bro, you're not fucking Doris, bro.
That shit is sexy a little bit.
I'm not fucking Doris Burke. She can make me some biscuits or cookies.
Doris,
like a granny.
Bro, first off, she's not even like she's like attractive and like
first of all,
older woman attractive.
She old enough to have that bed where the knee part come up and the back come up. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you get in that bed to fuck Doris, right? After you fuck, the back start coming up and knee pop up. She's like, "Would you like your book so you could do some light reading before the night is over?"
I bet.
Matter of fact, I do want my book, Doris. God damn right, I want my book.
There's only 2 things Burke needs to watch on TV. Number 1 is NBA, and number 2 is her stories. She gotta watch her stories.
And Murder, She Wrote.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
She can watch her best friend solve crimes.
She needs old-ass television programming. The bitch got Matlock on DVR.
Yep.
Y'all sleep, bro.
What are you talking about? We're saying she's great at her job.
You know who else needs a lot of sleep? Doris Burke.
Yo.
She needs like a nice glass of warm milk, takes out her dentures.
Right here.
And then goes
and be like that. Just, you know how old people gotta sleep like this? Right? Like that. Boom. Just perfect back. Perfect. All that. And then when she wake up in the morning, she slowly stretch that shit out.
Oh my God.
Honey, you ready to wake up?
Maybe it's because we black, but not that bad.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Who said she bad? Who said she bad?
Bro, y'all calling her fucking elderly and shit. Like,
yo, son, remember when the Asian dudes after the comedy show in Toronto? Remember the Asian dudes that we went out with? Yo, this kid was mad funny. We were talking about like why certain people date out of their race, right? And my argument was like they're just trying to maximize the hotness of the chick they're with. Right? So, like, if you're like a corny-ass black dude that black chicks don't fuck with, but white girls will put up with that corny shit, you'll end up with a white girl. Just because you can get a hotter white girl than you can black chick. Like, apparently, Michael Blackson, and somebody DM me this shit. Not Michael Blackson, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, like, was like some, like, theater nerd or some shit, and like his sister curved him in high school. Like nobody gave him any play, and apparently he likes white girls now. But yeah, because you were getting curved by all the hot black chicks back in the day. Anyway, so point being is, so the Asian dude, and then Alex goes, but what about like Asian dudes that Asian chicks that date like ugly white guys? And the guy, what does he say? He goes, oh, Asian girls don't know if white guys are attractive. They can't find it. They can't physically tell. He's an Asian dude. He goes, they can't physically tell. And then he goes, well, what about black dudes that date like ugly fat white chicks? And then he goes, oh yeah, black dudes can't physically tell if white women are attractive either.
What? Yo. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you.
So there's a lot of empirical evidence to support his claim.
Was this Asian dude wilding or no? He was so concrete about the Asian girls. Oh yeah, they're just unable to tell. They can't tell. They're physically.
This is the thing though. When white people date outside of their race, male or female, they almost always date up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody else that dates a white person, you almost always date down. But like a ugly white dude could get a decent looking, or an ugly white girl could get a decent looking whatever, like black dude, right?
Yeah.
Ugly white dude could get a decent looking Asian girl. They almost always date up.
That's why black women get upset at that, man. Like they're like, when they see a white woman with a black man, that's why I was like, oh, you're taking all our good black men.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
But here's my argument about that. You don't want to fuck those dudes. A lot of these dudes, they're like, that we see, like, they're like in entertainment type guys. When you start meeting them, like, first of all, we know actors. Actors are dorks, bro. They're fucking dorks and weirdos.
I hate them
so like, you see him in the movie playing a superhero, and you're like, here, these white girls are taking our good black men.
Yeah.
But then, if you actually hung out with them, you'd be like, I ain't fucking this dork. This motherfucker reciting Shakespeare all the time and shit. Fuck out of here. Who's this nerd?
I heard a black guy.
I need a doctor or somebody qualified.
Heard a black guy talking about the All or Nothing series. They did like a season on the Dallas Cowboys, and he was like, yo, I have noticed none of the athletes that they showed were dating black women.
Yeah.
None of them. He's like, I don't care, but it is a little, I don't generally care. He's like, my black friends, they'll fuck whoever. It's fine. But it is weird that none of them seem to be dating black women. And it's weird. And I know Indian dudes who have said, like, I would take a ugly white girl over a pretty hot Indian girl. Like, just give me the white girl.
Wow.
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
Wow.
No,
and that's why I'm like so like
that's some self-loathing shit.
Yeah,
right
I was about to say, that's some real like self-hating type.
And white
of
people
shit,
have done a great job of putting themselves on the pedestal.
Yeah.
Yo, like, the Asian
good
kid,
marketing. White people got great marketing.
Yeah, the Asian kid said
listen.
What he said he's my mom told me, she was like, listen, if you date, get a Chinese girl because she'll understand the customs and everything that goes in her family.
Right.
If you can't date Chinese, date Jew.
You know what? I get it.
She's trying to come up, son.
No,
she's just trying to come up, yo.
Understandable. In entertainment, it's like,
She's trying to come up.
Hey, if you're in entertainment, I don't see why you don't date somebody Jewish, to be honest. You just got to secure your future. I get it. I totally understand it.
No, I think it's a cultural thing, actually, because I know somebody who married a Jewish girl or some Indian guy, and they were like, the cultures line up super similarly. It's the same kind of thing. Just be
family,
a doctor,
education,
overbearing mom.
It's Nigerians, too.
Yeah.
Family, education, hard work.
But they don't want you to marry a black person.
Who? What?
Any other minority.
They don't want you to marry black guys.
You know, Indian's going to be like, you know who you should marry? Nice black guy.
Oh, but what if it's a Nigerian?
It depends.
Y'all might get a slide.
I'll tell you this.
I'll tell you what happened.
I've dated outside of my race a lot.
Okay.
We know. This ain't new info, Cass.
Motherfucker vacation in Seattle in February. Who goes to fucking Seattle in Black History Month, yo? How you fucking go to the whitest place on the planet for Black History Month? He said, I've been to too many Duce Palousas. I need to get my ass over to Portland.
Oh my God. Acting like we can't assess context clues, Kaz. Like we needed to hear you say it.
But you know what's fucked up? I mean, like in a weird way. Ever since this show didn't really pop off, I've been having like way more white women in my than usual.
I told Andrew after everything happened with your last girl. I texted Andrew individually. I was like, Kaz, was this gonna bring Kaz to the white girls' heaven? Like, you get so much stress from minority women that, like, man.
Oh my God!
Bro,
listen,
they come through, bro.
White women have been, they are friendly. They are friendly.
Of
Especially if they listen to this show.
They come with that open butthole, bro. I'm just keeping it loose, bro.
They come with that Alex.
They come with that Alex.
Y'all so lucky.
Yo, fuck, it's keep it tight and keep it Alex, bro. That's the new shit. That's the new shit. Yo, you're not editing that neither, yo. You're not editing that neither, yo. Keep it tight and keep it Alex.
Can we put that on a shirt?
One hand is like this, and one hand is like that. All tucked up, bro.
Oh my God.
I forgot what the hell we were
Yo, I'm not
talking
going to SF. A bunch of lady assholes came out, man. Lady assholes pulled the fuck up in SF,
That's
man.
what's up.
We got a lot of ladies what?
Lady assholes.
I don't know. I just remixed it. But we got a lot of lady assholes out there, man.
Yeah,
all right, so you were saying you date a lot of white bitches.
No,
you said you love white women. You said that's the pinnacle of women. What?
Well, that's what I date outside of my race.
And the best thing about Flagrant 2 is all the white women.
I said women other than black women.
Right.
That's.
How nice is that?
It's when you meet the parents.
It's like a vacation.
It's.
This is what it's like to not be stressed. Dating a white woman in my mind is like going to the beach. It's like going to an all-inclusive resort.
If you think that's not stressful, you gotta date an Asian, bro.
Oh, really?
Woo!
Wow.
God bless. You know how silence be freaking out white bitches?
Yeah.
Like if you just quiet around white women, she'll be, what are you thinking about?
Okay?
What's
You're
wrong?
right? What's
Dude,
wrong?
Asians haven't talked until like last 20 years. So they just started talking, right? Like it's brand new, son. He goes, son, Asians, yo, you go to a fucking
Words are new to Chinese
son,
people.
They just invented that shit, son. You go to a fucking temple. The monks haven't talked for 40 years. They took a sabbatical from that shit. So I'm saying, if you silent
That's why
around
in
an
the
Asian,
Japanese movies, they just,
that's it. They don't gotta say nothing. They just give a huh. You know what I mean? They keep all their chi inside. You quiet around an Asian chick, she's cool with it, bro.
Yo,
she don't even care. She's comfortable.
The phoniness of all these white liberals then dating these Asian women acting like you're feminists. You don't want no independent thinking ass woman. Yo, you want that?
Fun.
Date you a black girl.
It's not fun.
Date you an Indian.
Okay, so you're saying you dated him.
I even forgot what I was saying.
You know exactly what you were saying.
I completely lost.
You were
track.
saying there's nothing nicer than sliding your penis in a nice white woman's pussy.
You.
I don't.
You were like,
sincerely
damn, that
forgot.
pussy's wet, or your father's crying.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yo, you guys are gonna get Kaz beat up as you say.
Dog, are you kidding me? You hear this shit?
Nah, you know what's gonna happen?
Oh my
Black women won't
God,
come for them
yo.
DMs like, baby, we want you back. You're
That's
not
the
gonna
thing.
let them white bitches take you.
That's the one thing about black women though.
Ruth is writing an article about you right now.
I've seen it. I'm not saying this is a personal story, but I've seen like once they've seen like a black man, a prominent black man go to date like white women.
Yeah.
They don't want you back. They're like, well, keep them, fuck them.
Really?
Nah, you're gone, dog. Like,
So it's not Wakanda forever.
Nah, it's definitely like you don't see women like
It's
lusting
Wakanda
after
forever,
Tay
but you can't leave. You know, that's the thing about Wakanda. You can't leave that motherfucker. Don't let nobody in. Don't let nobody
Like,
out.
Listen, there was so many girls like so hyped for like Jordan Peele. Like girls ain't dropping it for Jordan Peele. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why he got white wife. Because
nobody's losing it for Tay Diggs.
I do think it's weird though that
I said the exact thing on Brilliant Idiots. I was like, name what bad black chick is trying to fuck Jordan or Key.
Jordan Peele.
What's the key?
they're both married to white women.
But still, what I'm saying,
Keegan-Michael Key.
Keegan-Michael Key, like what badass black? Just name a Gabby Union's putting up with that goofiness. Hey, here's a new character I developed. Gabby, check this out.
You literally lose him.
Man, where's Dwayne Wade at? When Dwayne finished impregnating another girl, I'm gonna get back with that motherfucker.
You're literally done the second he says, "Hi, my name is Keegan." I'm out. I'm done. It is weird that Jordan Peele says "Get Out" as a documentary. Is it a documentary about your life with your white wife? Like, that's the craziest thing.
That's the world's greatest subtweet of all time.
Oh, good point.
Like,
to his wife.
Did she catch the hints?
Oh, shit.
I was trying to be a little more subtle, but...
I would have loved to videotape her parents watching that movie for the first time.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so what are you saying? That you're leaving Black what is the announcement you wanted to make on the podcast?
I said all of that to say...
Yeah.
It's usually difficult. Every meeting with a parent that isn't black always comes with a sort of disclaimer that isn't really a disclaimer, but it's a disclaimer.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's almost like in the beginning of Get Out, when you gotta,
I didn't see it either.
You have to have that conversation like, oh yeah, he's black, because they're gonna ask, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, even if they're not racist, it's almost like you just have to put it out there. Like, you have to prepare them for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially as it's kind of a dead giveaway. It's like, oh, his name is Kazim. Like, oh, okay. Like, you don't have to really put together context.
Could be
like
Muslim,
that.
which is
you don't
probably
think
worse.
they see you and they're like, whoo! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, shouts to all the Muslims. Ramadan, baby, is popping.
Oh yeah.
Today's the first day.
Eid Mubarak.
No pork on the fork.
Yeah.
I had to come up with the top of you because you said it first.
You did it, man. All right, God. All right. Well, I hope that you guys all do really well during Ramadan. Inshallah. Oh, come on top of that, bro. Come on top of that.
Mashallah.
Yeah, bro. He's too nice with it. But you know what? That you bring up a good point. You can't, like the tough to win over dad?
Yeah.
You can't be that if the person that your daughter is dating is of another race, because you just seem racist.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if it's of the same race, you get to be that tough to win over. I'm not going to talk to him and give him a hard time. But if he's doing that with you, you're going to assume, oh, it's because I'm black.
No, not really.
You wouldn't?
It depends. It depends.
Here's
Like,
the
I've been in that situation before.
And what happens?
And it's just like, it's not that they're being tough to win over. It's just that, like, you have to always kind of walk in with your guard down already and kind of just take whatever shit immediately and just kind of chalk it up to, he's just being a tough dad or whatever and stuff like that.
So you have to prepare yourself for that.
Yeah, I'm always like, yes sir, no sir, super mannered, like whatever, like, because you have to. Like, first off, you're fucking their daughter.
You're
like,
being pops,
be
exactly.
Nice, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time,
And you punishing her too. You know what I mean? Like,
he punishing her father.
Yeah,
That's what he punishing.
He punished. He definitely get. But like, it's like you walking in. You know that the daughter's like, sometimes she's like, oh, it's too much.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like but for real, as a dad, like you know what I mean? No, if a short dude walks in with my daughter, I don't think my daughter's being like, slow down, it hurts. You know what I mean? But if a big dude walks in, you know that shit is
Like,
just
especially if he's like
hitting
bigger
the
than,
end.
like, it's a lot of times where I'm like bigger than the dad.
Yeah, I'll
So
fuck
it's
your
always
wife
like-
good too if she lets me. That's nothing for me. I'll fuck the whole family. I'm Kaz. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, let's go.
I've never said any of this, by the way.
I'm just saying.
What the
You'll know, black woman, though, that Kaz has met many white parents. So just remember that.
Wow.
You think we didn't know you fucked white women when you said you thought Doris Burke was hot?
I didn't say she was hot. I said her basketball knowledge makes her attractive.
Alex kind of did, though. Alex did kind of say it. But then again, Alex does dress in the era of Doris Burke. I remember Alex almost pulled himself at Doris Burke when we were out in LA. Did we tell that story? Oh, we can't tell that story? All right, fine.
Yeah, we cannot.
That shit was wild. Okay, next. What else we got going on, man?
What the fuck happened to LeBron last night?
Why is everybody all worried about that shit?
It's just weird to see him only have 15 points.
Going down.
I don't think he's going down.
Going down.
They're winning the next 4 straight.
You said this in Indiana, and it didn't happen. I mean, listen, they won. Here's the thing that I thought they were going to have an easier time than they're obviously going to have. But then what hit me, I was like, oh, Indiana took them to 7. Before I started watching the game, I was like, Indiana took them to 7.
Yep.
Boston is better coached, more talented, everything. And Indiana tested the Cavs.
They did. I guess one thing I would say is that, like, I think the Cavs came in there. They just swept the first team in the East. Mm-hmm. Came in cocky. And
playoffs.
Say again?
And they were playoffs.
I know, but I'm saying it's like they just demolished the Raptors, like brutalized them. And I think that they thought that they hit a different gear. They finally figured it out. And they were just caught a little bit off guard. That's all it was. And I think they had a little bit of a lackluster effort. They missed a few shots. The Celtics opened up really hot, built up a big lead
early. The Celtics
early.
hit a lot of shots that they usually don't hit.
I think it will be. Honestly, I really think
still
this will
hot.
Be fun.
The Celtics are also a hot team that's coming off of beating a really good Sixers team as well.
Yep.
So I mean, like, I'm not worried. I still had this going 6 or 7 games anyway.
Yeah.
So I think the next game is all
5 or 6. Boston could sneak another one, but I don't think they will.
I think it goes 6.
One game is one game, but just seeing LeBron, I watched the first half and I just turned it off. I was like, we know how this is going to go. LeBron is just passive, completely passive.
He kind of did the same thing in that first game in Indiana. Like he's usually passive up until the thing with LeBron. Unless he's having like one of those monster games where he goes like for 40, 50 a game. Yeah. Like for the first 3 quarters, he's usually pretty passive. Like he'll
gets
take
everybody involved.
He gets everyone involved. Yep. He gets everybody in a rhythm. And then when it's 4th quarter, that's when he's driving down the lane. That's why he has all this energy stored up to just like throw people through the rim and, you know, hit these crazy fadeaway shots. Because he said he saved all this energy. Everybody's already warm. You have to respect his shooters, and it gives him space to just work out and go to work. But
here's
like
the thing.
They were getting clapped so hard. It was like, well, you're not coming back in the 4th quarter anyway. So of course,
why expend all the energy and
to win this series, he's going to have those monster games 4 times.
Oh yeah,
maybe 5. He might not even win every game where he has a monster game.
Yeah, no, and that's what and you know, granted, LeBron's a great player, like, and this is the same reason why Kyrie left, man. Like all those games that LeBron and the Cavs won, like Kevin Love was right there next to him, putting up numbers. And you know, you go to the Bleacher Report Instagram account, it's just a picture of LeBron and like 5 Celtics doing a tug of war. And I'm like, yo, if I'm Kevin Love, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Man,
like,
I'm so tired of this narrative that Kevin Love is so good. I just don't buy
he's
that
not
shit.
bad, dude.
The man is not good.
He's not winning those games.
He's a role player. That's what the fuck he is. He's a role player with some good games. The role player don't need to be on no Instagram picture for the Bleacher Report.
Dude. Like,
unless it's 5 role players who stepped up this playoffs. That's it. You ain't no star. He knows he ain't a star.
He's a star player.
He's a star player. He is an incredible piece to have on your team.
Yeah.
And this is why. Because there are few people that can shoot the 3 ball as well as he can shoot, defend 5s. I'm not saying he's going to lock down a 5, but there aren't any more 5s out there.
You know what? I think you're saying this because he's white. I'll say it.
Yeah, I think there's few people that can do it. There's like a handful of people. Kev can do it. Kat can do it.
Is he in that space? I don't know, man.
I think
last 2 playoff series, he's played like an all-star, dude.
Who?
Kevin Love.
No, the last 1 playoff series against Toronto. He didn't have a good series against Indy.
He had some good games against Indiana.
My man did not have a good series against Indy.
I'm not
saying
a
great series.
Vanishing act. The first.
I don't think he's a super. I don't think he's like a superstar. No. I think he's an incredible piece.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is like, first of all, 0 ego.
That I appreciate.
Which is massive when you have a person on a team with someone who has a huge ego.
Right.
Right. And he's willing to accept a position.
Appreciate that.
And wherever he is, he can fit in well. Is he going to be your big bruising guy downstairs? No, he's not. But he's capable in the post. I didn't say he's brilliant. He's capable. He'll hit the open 3 at a very high clip for how tall he is. He's a great piece to have. And we know that LeBron loves pieces more than he does stars. So if it's up to LeBron, he doesn't have 4 other guys. Like, he doesn't want Melo and have to deal with that. What he wants is a guy who's going to go, where he says, hey, I want you to go to the corner, and then you shoot your 3s, and at the end of the game, say how great a leader I am. Right? Like, that's I think what LeBron wants.
I'm telling you, we're playing another dangerous game where, like, you know, he's gonna. This is exactly why Kyrie left, dude. Like,
but
Kyrie
do you think Love would ever leave? I don't think Love has the ego to leave.
better than Love.
Yeah, he is.
Way better, without a doubt.
My thing is, like, LeBron is amazing. Like, we give him so much credit, and it's deserved.
He's the GOAT.
But it's like, to not even mention, like, Kevin Love putting up 20-point games, 30-point games, 20.
I'm gonna get on my phone. I'm gonna look up his stats
in the playoffs.
I'm gonna look up his stats.
And it's like, dog, he is like, this is. I just want to go and hug him, dude. Like he already has like enough going on.
This is what you sign up for when you go play for the Cavs or you go play with LeBron, right?
And this is why Kyrie left.
And
he was
dude,
like, fuck all
I
that.
totally get it.
Yeah.
It's not big enough. Cleveland wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
It's really what the reality of the matter is. You know, you want to choose the restaurant sometimes. You want to choose where y'all go out to eat sometimes, and you don't get to when you're the LeBron. But that's a sacrifice, right? Is it you sacrifice your ego, but you make it to the finals every year. And if you're someone who truly cares about winning, and you know you can't do it alone, which Kevin knew. Kevin put up good numbers and lost in Minnesota. And I think he had some realization where he's like, look, I'm not good enough to do this on my own. I'm not good enough to be the number one player on the team. I got to join somebody. And luckily he ended up joining whatever. Now, I think Kyrie is good enough and young enough to go, I can be the LeBron. If I have some good pieces around me, which they definitely got. But I think Kevin went through that situation where he's like, I don't think I can.
But I mean,
and most people can't, right? Like
Kyrie had some games where he disappeared, sort of like just Kevin Love disappeared in these playoffs. But you know, the whole we get it. Like LeBron is probably at worst a top 3 player to ever live. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm on that team and I'm Kevin Love or like the whole that has to get tiring after a while. That has to get tiring of like you're bending to this guy's will for everything. I don't know if it's worth it. And I could see why people would not want to be there. I could see why a guy like Kyrie would not want to be there. I could see why even like I don't know, everybody who's left this season and has like played better, you know what I mean? Like even Isaiah Thomas to a certain degree, Dwayne Wade, even though that's his boy, he played pretty well when he went back to Miami. Who else? Crowder.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot to no, you don't want to be the Musketeers all the time. You don't want to be the Supremes. You don't want to be
but you're not even the Supremes.
Pips. You know what I mean? Like
you're not even
we all
that.
know who's Diana Ross.
Yeah.
We all know who's, you know what I mean, Beyonce. You know? Like sometimes I want some solos. Beyonce, like sometimes.
And no. Like they let Michelle at Coachella do a little sea walk and I was like, that's horrible.
They're like, never
Get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you sea walking for? No. Get back to Beyonce doing whatever she does.
Yeah.
Beyonce standing still was more interesting.
This is
literally.
But
right? So it's like, I don't understand. Why do we gotta,
Kevin
maybe
Love.
3 of his 7 games against the Pacers, I just looked, were single digits. 5 points one game. The highest he had was 19. This is not like, you ain't even Michelle, dog.
Okay.
You ain't even Michelle. You're an important
what
backup.
about the other games? How do you do?
Series, he did well.
Toronto series, he had 3 good games. 31, he went off, game 2. 21, 23.
It's great.
Those are great games.
Yeah, cool. But you're not a star if you vanish for 3 games in a best of 7.
So here's a better way.
Also,
of looking.
Toronto.
So here's a better.
Come on.
Here's a better way
I'm
of
saying,
looking
just
at
put
it.
him in the picture, dude.
Here's a better way of looking at it, right? If you're not a star and you have a 21 and 23 point game, you got to celebrate the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
When Terry Rozier has a 21 or 23 point game, he gets a fucking t-shirt.
Right.
He gets a nickname. He gets everything.
Right.
So if the perception of him is like you, we should be celebrating his 21, 23 point game.
That's what I'm saying. He is a role player who can have good games. You don't get to choose the fucking restaurant. You don't get to choose the appetizers.
Right.
You get one dessert a month you get to choose. Guys, I found out about this great fucking cheesecake these people have.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like
That's
a weird,
your role
That's
on
a
the
weird purgatory to be in, though, man. It's like,
Bro, I would gladly be on that team and not
He
choose
got a ring and a
single
max
fucking
contract.
meal.
if you're Rodney Hood and you drop 31, 23, and 20 in the playoff game, people are like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere and get paid like a person who drops 31, 23, and
But
20.
he's got a max
He's already
deal.
paid.
And Rodney Hood? No.
No.
No,
Love.
Kevin Love. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you get paid.
I think he got the
and
white boy
if you
max,
have
though.
if you have great games,
I think
if
he
you have
got
great
4
games,
years,
you're
not
supposed to
5.
have
No, I
it.
think that was in Minnesota. He got the white boy max.
Okay.
I remember you saying he said that to somebody. I got that white boy max.
Yeah, I got the white boy. They were talking about max contracts during the
Yeah.
All-Star game, and then they were like, Kev, you got the max? He was like, yeah, I got the white boy max. But go on.
No, I don't know. It's a weird limbo to be in because it's like he's never going to be as good. He's never going to put up LeBron-like numbers to satisfy being his number 2.
Yeah, kudos for him for swallowing his ego and saying, you know what, I just want to win, and I'll win here, and I never won on my own. Cool. But I also just don't buy into the idea that he's like a star. Like basketball people really go nuts over this guy, and that's what drives me crazy. I'm just
Do
like,
they?
Yeah.
Those Minnesota years, he put up crazy numbers.
Yeah.
And they've been defending him since.
Whatever. I think he's a really good piece.
He's a nice piece.
I would love to have. He's like, these are totally different types of pieces, but I would love to have a Kevin Love type player on any basketball team that I have. Is he my first piece? Absolutely not. But adding him, I feel like even if he comes off the bench, you're like, just stand in the corner.
Who are you going to compare him
threes.
to?
Now, for a totally different reason.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Go.
Marcus Smart?
Yeah. For a totally different reason.
Yeah.
Like, Marcus Smart is...
Kevin Love is better than Marcus.
No. I'm not comparing them that way. I'm just saying he makes your team better.
Gotcha.
Like Marcus Smart, I would have him on any team that I had, regardless of sport. So, like, if we were playing football, I'd want Marcus Smart.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's just the type of guy. He's a gamer. He's going to bring
a good element to
energy,
the team.
Defense, off. It doesn't matter what it is. He's going to do whatever he has to fucking do. Flop. It doesn't matter. He is a guy who wants to win, and he will find the advantages where the fuck he can. Where he lacks it in physicality, he'll get it in intellectual warfare, whatever, with the opponent.
Kevin Love's is tangible, his is intangible. But either way, I want those things.
Those guys help you win. Now, do I think Marcus Smart stopped LeBron? Absolutely not. I think LeBron's going to put 40 on him the next 4 games straight. And that's fine. But I just love Marcus cares so much about the game.
You're saying Marcus Smart or Marcus Morris?
Marcus Smart.
Okay.
Marcus Smart.
Okay.
Because Marcus Smart was the guy who was like, I play my best when I defend LeBron.
No, it's Marcus Morris.
That was Marcus Morris.
Twin.
Yeah. I know Marcus Morris, but Smart was
Morris
the guy.
is definitely the one that said, I'm the second best guy in the league to guard LeBron after who?
After Kawhi.
After Kawhi.
Yeah. It was Marcus Morris who said this.
100%.
But I do agree with all your points on Marcus Smart, though. He is the same type of dude. I just think, he's a lot more vocal and he's not as tall as Marcus Morris. But he guarded LeBron a lot yesterday, too, like, into that bad game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not... When I say, like, he's taking a game to, like, assess the series, like, that doesn't excuse him from, like, the shitty shooting he had. Like, he didn't shoot.
I mean, 6 for 15, I think it was. That's not LeBron.
Not LeBron-like,
15 shots, not
right,
LeBron.
Guys, sorry, I read Morris instead of Smart. Regardless, I think I just love his attitude towards the game. Like, he really wants to win. He still has acne. Like like a millionaire that still has fucking acne is focused on their career.
They're trying to play basketball.
Not their face.
That's
why
Kawhi.
Kevin Durant's so good.
Exactly.
Kevin Durant don't even brush his hair, man.
Dude, I don't even know what's happening with his hair. His hair looks like it's rolling like hay. Have you ever seen those bales of hay? It looks like someone's rolling that shit right off of his head.
Peasy as hell, man. Like, it's like, dog, that's how you know he does not give a fuck about anything but basketball.
It really only takes like 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah, why don't you just take some of the time you're creating fake Instagram accounts and run a comb through your hair while the page is loading even? You know what I mean?
No, like, even like when you get out the shower, like, you could just take your hand.
But it's the top that's going away. He's losing it on the top.
It's just peasy.
Well, that's a thinning. But I mean, when you see like those little balls.
Yeah, just nappy as hell.
That just takes a brush and it's gone.
What's that word you said? Peasy?
It's peasy. Yeah.
Speezy.
Peasy. Like a pea. Like it's peasy. You know?
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm feeling very Caucasian in this moment.
So is love as important of a piece?
No.
Nah.
No chance.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't.
Yeah,
no chance.
Yo, if Draymond Green, so you're trying to tell me,
and I don't like Draymond.
You're trying to tell me if you flip.
I understand the thing he's asking, right? Because he's like, okay, love is as important to the Cavs.
That's what I mean.
As Draymond is to the Warriors, but just because the Cavs don't have those other pieces, you understand what he's saying? Like,
yeah,
obviously Draymond makes everything tick. But I understand what you're saying. I think Love is the second most important person on that team, hands down.
Yeah. But that's more a testament to the rest of the team than
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you switch Draymond and Kevin Love and put Draymond in the Cavs and Kevin Love on the Warriors, I don't think they get any better. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have those two all-world shooters that can make your assists go up and spread the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Love, you put Kevin Love and make him just another shooter on the Warriors, it's like it's an embarrassment of riches. Like, they'll be probably.
Oh no, I think the Cavs would be better and the Warriors wouldn't be as good. Because what makes the Warriors work defensively is Draymond Green, and that's all those guys. Well, Kevin Durant's a good defender now, but especially before him, there's no interior defense. Mm-hmm. If LeBron had an interior defender, he still got Kyle Korver to hit threes. He still got Jordan Clarkson hit threes. Like, he can still space the floor, and defensively, Defensively, I mean, he's Tristan Thompson on steroids.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, like, and I've said this
Tristan
about Draymond.
changed that Indiana series.
Yeah, he's important. I don't know why they're sitting him for so long. And that's
in Indiana, or he changed
Indiana
he changed
and
Indiana,
Toronto.
and he just dominated in Toronto.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see like. I'm a Draymond Green fan. Like, I think he's a great player, and I love watching his game. I love his intensity, but like, we'd be silly to not include the fact that, you know, he plays with the 3 greatest shooters on earth.
Son, his offense is trash. I hate when people say that he's a good offensive player.
He's
good
playing
passer.
compare him to Charles Barkley and all that's crazy.
He's playing in the most
but he's
wide
incredibly
open
important.
system. Anybody
have you
he's in
seen
a
him
perfect
shoot
situation.
a contested shot in his
It's a
career?
brick. No,
Never once have I seen
Never
him
does
shoot
it.
a contested shot in his career because, like you said, he's getting wide open looks.
Yeah.
You're doubling everybody else there. Maybe he'll take it to the basket off a pump fake or something, but he doesn't have a crossover.
No.
He doesn't have a
No.
hezzy. He doesn't have any move to the basket whatsoever. No post game, and he doesn't need to. That's fine.
Doesn't need to. Yeah,
Focus
Still
on
very
D, do these
effective.
things, etc. But to act like he's this fucking offensive superstar,
No chance.
come on.
But to play defense like that and then be able to hit an open 3, that's huge. And I think,
He's Dennis Rodman with an open 3.
yeah, he's the third.
That's really all Draymond Green is. He's Dennis Rodman that can hit an open 3. And if Dennis Rodman could hit a fucking open 3, maybe he passes a little bit better. But if Dennis Rodman could hit an open 3,
That Bulls team is
wow.
That would be, you know, when people always
Wow.
talk about who would win, the 95 Bulls or the Warriors of now, whatever.
Bulls.
Bulls. But to me, the most exciting matchup is Rodman and Green. I think Rodman would fuck with Draymond Green so hard.
Like Rondo did. Dude, Rondo exposed Green. Rondo
Green
got
fresh.
right under Green's fucking skin. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Right under that shit quick. When he kept trying to dap him up after the missed free throws, Green would miss a free throw and Rondo would try to dap him up and he'd look past it.
They're both assholes, man.
But Rondo's better at that shit.
They both speak fluent assholes.
Fluent. And Rondo's getting in his face, and then Green knew it, and fucking Kerr had to come to his defense. Did you see that?
Nah.
He's like, I think Rondo is being inappropriate, and Rondo needs to, back off, da-da-da-da. Green backed off at the podium. He's like, no, I'm not going to talk about it. We're just players yapping, this, that, the other. So
I don't know, man. I like Draymond a lot, but I just don't think,
I don't like Draymond.
I don't think he
but
makes the Cavaliers better than Kevin Love does. That's what I'm
I
saying.
do.
Because LeBron does.
They're still
what
not good
Draymond
enough with Draymond, but he would make them better.
My thing is LeBron
you
does
think
what Draymond
you would
does.
rather Draymond than Kevin Durant on the
Kevin
Cavs?
Love.
Kevin Love.
Oh, Kevin Love.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
God,
what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
get anybody's name right today.
No, I'm just saying just for that team because it's like Draymond needs the ball. He needs the ball just like LeBron needs the ball to be effective. And LeBron does everything that Draymond does. And does it better.
Draymond doesn't need the ball to be effective because he's such a good defender. Automatically, he's having offensively, sure.
Offensively, he needs
but
the
yeah, he needs the ball. But my point is, 50% of the game is defense, and he has a massive impact there. Kevin Love's a liability.
I'm gonna side with Kaz. LeBron needs the room to create.
Yeah.
And Draymond is not going to give him the room to create that Kevin does. And again, Draymond needs the ball in offense. He needs everybody else to be moving off the ball. And LeBron, I think Kevin is a better piece for.
He's a better piece to Cleveland than
now.
he would
If
be
you
for-
give LeBron Kevin Durant,
oh yeah, no,
that's the ideal a beta scorer.
Yeah.
Meaning not somebody who wants to dominate, but you just run them off picks and that kind of shit. Dude, imagine Kevin Durant was a play. That's when everybody was like, dude, if Melo comes to the Cavs, it'd be a perfect fit. No. If Durant.
You've actually said this before. I think the perfect fit for him, this is your call, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant is just better Klay.
Way better Klay.
He's
Fair
a
enough.
bigger, better Klay.
And you could play him at the 5.
Yeah.
Like, what a fucking.
Yeah. fair
Wow.
Yeah, that death lineup is scary, dog. Like
With Iggy?
KD, with KD at center.
Yeah.
And apparently Clay's working on like basically a team discount extension, and it's just they're
gonna stick around for a while. Which
They
is
are.
really
Nobody's
scary.
running.
Yeah. Nobody wants the big deal. Nobody has the ego to leave. It's really annoying.
They like the Bay Area. It's nice to win over there.
Son, it's fun. The team, everybody loves you. You're actually having fun playing ball.
Yeah.
It's not like you're playing with Chris Paul.
And Clay's made like some like smart business decisions too, like off the court, like as far as like his sneakers and shit, like just being in Silicon Valley.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you'll make
he's
that money up
good.
somewhere.
That's another thing. Like when you're in a big market, and that's why I think LeBron is coming to the Knicks.
He's not.
Just let's put it out there in the world. Before Knicks hired Fizdale, there's the Knicks
talk to his agent.
called to LeBron's agents to make sure it was okay. So before they hired Fizdale, now
Why does that mean LeBron is going there? Just because the Knicks want him? They're asking my opinion. I should go there.
Son,
they want to know what I think.
do you believe in God? Can I believe in some silly shit?
Okay.
Is that
Can
I believe in some shit?
You need to do that. You need to do that, though.
Can I
You need to do
I don't mean like silly shit. I mean like some shit that you know, it's hard to believe, but
Blind faith.
Blind faith. I can't have blind faith. You know what I mean? I believe in the idea. I believe in God. Not like a specific thing, but I believe in stuff.
But you know how I'm not. You see how I'm not yelling about how God is real and like, no, absolutely God is real. This is the thing you got to listen. That's the difference,
son.
You're proselytizing.
I might proselytize. I'm gonna Google it. Figure out that word. I don't know what that word is.
I used it.
Big words he used today, right? You supposed to be about to say
like y'all gave me shit for
proselytize. What's the other one you said?
Sometimes you got to prove your.
You said in perpetuity. In the beginning, you were like, "Are you?" When we were talking about Kaz's schedule, you're like, "You're going to be doing this in perpetuity." And Kaz
getting more Indian, guys.
I don't know what's
going on.
Getting more
Indian.
Listen, man.
I guess.
Might retake the SATs just cause.
What'd you get on them?
Just
shits?
for fun.
Not great. I think like 12 something.
That's not bad.
What'd you get?
1240.
Gosh, I think I got like an 1140 or something like that.
Fuck, I got the lowest.
You did.
God.
Oh, for an Indian,
1140 also.
Alex, what'd you get?
11, like 1140, 1120, something like that.
You got which one?
What?
1140 or 1120?
I don't remember.
Because I got 1130. And that would be really nice if you were on the bottom again.
Mine was 1240 or 1260, but for an Indian, that's like an
Horrible,
800.
yeah,
that's like
pathetic.
embarrassing.
That's pathetic.
1300 is the minimum. You gotta have 13.
Embarrassed of that shit.
I am
That shit is
embarrassed.
Pathetic, yo.
Yeah, I am.
Damn, that's a white score.
That's what I'm talking about, proselytizing.
Yeah.
We all took the SAT when 1600.
Yo, they brought it back.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought
It was
that back?
24 for a minute.
Yeah, I remember that weird
16.
shit. And I was like, why would you be 24?
They had a writing session.
Yeah, fuck all that. Nobody want to read your writing. Just bubble it. Bubble it, you cuck. All right. Other things. Other things have happened.
Other things,
I
man.
mean, this
The draft lottery's tonight. That's the Mavs playoffs.
tomorrow.
Can we talk about the Harden, Chris Paul little beef? Did you guys see that?
No.
I thought that was cute. That was like watching
guys didn't see
a
this
married
video?
couple. You didn't see it?
Oh
No.
my god, it was
And
hilarious.
They were having a little disputes, a little.
Oh, you
lovers
showed us that
quarrel.
before. You showed us that last week, right?
Slapped his hand.
Yeah.
And then, and then did you see the cover, the fillet?
No.
What fillet did on it?
And he was like, "Oh man,
Let me get it up. I'm gonna get it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can.
Will the audio sound all right for these people? Kaz out here following hoes on Instagram again. None of them white, though.
shit.
Disappointed.
Huh?
None of them white, though.
Nah, don't she?
No, she's not white. None of them are white.
Yeah, I'm snitching on myself. What am I doing? Let me see.
Yo, man, come on, bro. This guy still got girls, man.
Relax, yo. Relax.
All right, here it is. This shit funny. This shit made me laugh. Hold on, let's see if I can.
Feel like.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's in the fucking.
Yo, shouts to Filet. 800,000 followers. What's up?
Told you, man. What was
The
his first
fuck is
big?
up?
What was his first interview? First big show?
Right here, Flagrant
goddamn
2. Oh, you got it up?
Yeah, there it is.
All right, but you got the volume too? All right, bang. We out.
All right, let's
Boom.
play that shit.
Go.
Huh? Listen, we're playing Golden State. Steph Curry's falling from hell. Klay Thompson straight to the corner. Draymond Green's wowing. Who's gonna stop Kevin Durant? Not me. You crazy? It's three of us. They got a guard. It don't matter, right? Man, go ahead. You got KD, so it's no round and round on me. Bugging out here. Talking about sneakers, man. You bugging? Y'all crazy. Crazy.
Watch this.
No, I'm gonna step back. Tracy, you're late. Draw that up, Mike. Before I get mad.
My favorite part is draw that out, Mike. Yo, go. Now, can we go back to this video, please? You don't even need the volume. The funniest part of this video is Mike D'Antoni drawing up a play for like 45 straight seconds. You know, damn right, ain't no fucking play take 45 seconds, Mike. Look at him. You get the clipboard out. First of all, there's nothing on the clipboard because there's no play ever to write, right? The play is, hey, you take it Harden in ISO. You get by your guy because you're the best. Look at him just trying to think, what should I do?
Like
let me look busy.
Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, let me just look busy. Let me look at this little card right here. That's why I'm going to order a dinner at this restaurant. That was a good suggestion for the restaurant. Okay. All right, rest of you, pay attention. Y'all just going to look at Harden the way you're looking at me right
He's not
now.
even
So
saying anything while
exactly,
he's writing. That's how you know.
Timeout's done. They're not even paying attention to him. Look at it. They're just looking at the fight.
Yo, what game was this? When is the game they won?
Yeah, they won.
They're winning.
The
They're winning the fucking game, and they're still beefing. Here's the thing: playing with Chris Paul, and I know this because I am this guy. I am the worst fucking person to play with. I am annoying. As Alex plays with me, am I not? I'm screaming at everybody. Son, if somebody missed too many shots, I walk up to him and be like, "Ain't falling." You know what I mean? Like, I'll really.
Throw that extra pass.
No, but what's worse is that you scream at the fucking refs. He gets the refs against our team because they fucking hate him.
You're that guy.
They fucking loathe me, bro. They fucking Okay, and no, but there's certain refs that fuck with me because here's the thing: true or false? After the game,
False.
Yo, let you get it out.
hold on, son. Nah, that's not it. After the game, I walk up to the refs and I thank them profusely. I go, listen, I'm sorry for yelling at you guys. I'm just so competitive, but this is the most fun I have all week, and we would not be able to have this fun if it wasn't for you guys. Do I not do that? I'm like,
You do
so
That doesn't
you
mean
really
you being a
cool,
dickhead for 60 minutes.
maybe not,
After you
but I
really
need to get it
feel
off
the
of my
that
conscience. I
long.
need to have good karma. All I'm saying is I know what it's like to be someone as annoying as Chris Paul. You don't want to deal with that shit.
I mean,
You don't want to this motherfucker has got to be annoying as hell to play with.
yeah, and he's definitely one of those guys like that thinks he knows more than the coach too, because he's a coach on the court.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like there's always that clash, and it's like you're not really getting along with the coach, and that's what happened in LA with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? That's why that went off the rails.
Oh yeah, him and Doc just weren't on the same page.
Yeah, him and Doc just didn't give a fuck. Like they didn't.
But that's the thing. It's like his game is not. Okay, he's arguably the best point guard of our generation.
Yeah.
But his game is not dominant scoring wise. Yes, he's had some great games where he scored. Anybody who's thinking about fucking tweeting me right now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't dominate the game through scoring. He can score, but he's not the type of guy who's going to go give you 40 every single night. He manages the game.
Yeah.
And the problem with managing the game is you get people open shots. When they miss those shots, you're kind of helpless.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do. So I understand you start yelling. I understand you start arguing with people because you're kind of There's nothing.
Yeah.
All I can do is put you in position.
That's why certain people get paid and some people don't. It's like if you're not hitting those open shots, and we have Chris Paul, we have $200 million tied into this guy, right? We're signing you for 2.
Yeah.
And your job is to hit these open shots, and if you don't hit them, we will find somebody else that can.
Because you're wasting our $200 million.
Because you're wasting our $200 million on this
that's
guy.
a great point.
Yeah. So that's the only way I've ever seen it. But well,
Well,
Chris.
do you think that they beat Golden State?
Nope.
Nah.
I think they're gonna get smacked.
I think they're gonna get a cold dose of reality
4 straight.
tonight. Nah, 5.
You think they'll get a
little?
little gentleman?
They'll split the first 2 in Houston. I think Houston wins tonight.
Houston has to win tonight.
I think Houston wins tonight. And
You
if
think
they
they'll
don't
win
win
the
tonight,
first game?
I think this is
I think they're sweeping them, bro.
this is a little Toronto Cleveland-esque to me. It's not the same level.
Okay.
But it's like you have to prove that you can stand up to the bully in game 1.
And if you
got to
don't-
take game 1. Don't blow it at the end. Don't do none of that shit. And if you don't, I think that creeps into your mind like,
Yep.
yo, man, maybe they are just fucking Golden State, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe he is just LeBron. That's what it is. Now, I think Chris Paul's stronger mentally, etc. But I do think they got to win game 1.
Yeah, they absolutely have to win game 1. If they don't win game 1
Maybe.
tonight, I'm not gonna say it's a must-win game, but like you said, man, like that mental creep. Like if you give Golden State home court back in the first game,
Forget it.
Forget about it. I don't think you may not lose in 5, but you're gonna lose.
I think it's going to be a good series, but I don't know, man.
I just don't think they have the firepower.
Yeah,
man.
this little
They do.
Hamptons lineup really reminds you how much fucking talent is on that team.
Son, it's stupid.
We
It's
forgot
just
all regular
stupid.
season.
It's like, what are you gonna put Clint Capella on KD while he's dancing around from 45 feet?
Because Capella
Like,
got no offense by himself, so it's not like he could bully.
Yeah, everything is him finishing around the rim, which is great for that lineup. But it's like it's still the Warriors' world, man. Like this regular season was fun, these playoffs were fun. Watching LeBron go off is fun, but like the Warriors will just put out that death lineup and they will just remind you, like, yeah, no, they're not going anywhere. Like as long as they are healthy, nobody's beating these guys.
And also, let's keep it very real. There are multiple people on the Warriors that can give Harden a hard time.
yeah,
Okay, Iggy, Clay, Dre, Kevin. If Kevin gets switched off, that's still a 7-footer
Yeah.
with a
Mobility.
huge wingspan.
Who's gotten a lot better.
Who's gotten
defense
much
as
better.
well.
So you might want to go to the basket on him. Chances he could disrupt the shot. And if you try to pull back, you have 7 feet.
yeah,
So this idea, I think the one
even
mismatch.
Sean Livingston.
Son, that's right. That's right. There's another tall guy.
They're just deep. They're too deep. They're too good.
So you could neutralize Harden a bit, right?
Yeah.
The advantage that they have is Chris.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be able to lock Chris.
Yeah.
But Chris can't carry you offensively. He can get other people involved, but he can't carry.
I still think Steph Curry's Chris's kryptonite.
Yeah.
Like Steph Curry's been kicking Chris Paul's ass for a long time.
We saw them play. We saw a Warriors Clippers game in LA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I remember watching that game and thinking, Chris Paul just too little.
He's
just too much smaller than Steph. And that's when we saw the All-Star game. That struck me again. He's so fucking quick and he's taller than you think.
Yeah.
He's considerably taller than Chris. I remember Chris was like holding him off the ball and stuff like that. When the camera's not on, you're seeing all this stuff like off the ball. Chris is just trying desperately to stop Steph.
Yeah.
Just holding him.
Yeah.
Grabbing him at all times. He can't.
All it boils down to with Warriors and Rockets is I don't think the Rockets' best is better than the Warriors' best.
That's it.
And I don't think the Rockets have enough to slow down what the Warriors' best is.
I would love to see it.
Nobody does.
If Steph gets hurt, it's a series.
Okay, so that's the other thing that's happened. Two things. One is, will Harden play defense? The only way
he will.
They have a chance is if he locks the
He's
going to
give effort this series. There's no way he can. If he wants to win, he gives effort.
So here's
my
how
thing.
Can you lock down if you haven't done it for 2 years straight? Like, can you turn that switch on? I feel like it becomes a habit to not.
I honestly think, there's two points to that. I honestly think this is the Rockets' moral victory. Like, I think they just had to get to the conference finals. Like, there's no shame in losing to the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Harden even does play defense, on who? And you're giving up your best player who you need, your MVP of the league. He's going to exert energy. And guess what? There's 3 other all-stars waiting to kill. Like, who's going to guard those guys?
Realistically,
who would you put Harden on?
Who would I put him on? I put him on Clay.
I put him on Dre.
I put him on Clay. Nah, Dre will bully him.
I don't think Dre's strong enough.
I think Harden's strong.
Harden is strong and he's tall. They're the same height.
I don't know. I think Dre bullies him a little bit, and I think Dre gets Harden in foul trouble, and Harden doesn't want to be in foul trouble.
I think the opposite.
Possible.
I think Harden can get Dre in foul trouble.
Which is
Dre's
fine.
guarding him.
Which is fine. And that's the thing. They're just so fucking deep. Like, you can get Draymond in foul trouble. You just don't want him getting tentacles or flagrants. That's the only thing. But, they're just so deep.
You would put Harden on Clay?
Yeah.
Harden don't want to run around picks all fucking time.
Conserve.
Conserve would be Dre.
Nah, I wouldn't.
There's no effort. You're standing on top of the 3-point line. You're helping out a little bit here and there on D. You don't really have to worry about him posting you up hard. Clay, you got to run around honest, all fucking day.
I would. This is probably crazy. In my mind, I'm thinking if Chris Paul wasn't so fucking little, I'd put Harden on Steph. I think Chris Paul, what do you do with him?
Yeah,
but I don't even think Harden wants to chase around Steph, man. And Steph,
I think you just got to give him the assignment. Like, this is what it is, man.
Excuses.
Let's go.
Like, dog, like, no matter. And this is probably what Steve Kerr's thinking. Like, whoever Harden's guarding, that's where we're going at. That's who we're playing. If Harden wants to guard Steph, this is going to be a Steph game. Attack him. If they want to attack Clay, let's run him ragged. Whatever they need to do to keep him tired, because he's gonna run out of gas. Everybody runs out of gas against the Warriors. That's it. Like, the only time you can beat them is if they're hurt, or if they're hurt. That's it. Like, Steph was the reason why they lost that one finals. Is Steph was playing on a hobbled wheel. He couldn't even get past Kevin Love to win the game in Game 7. It took all of that to beat a Warriors team that was hobbled
and missing
Game 7 and 1 point or 4 points, whatever, and that's without Kevin Durant. That's without him.
Son,
that's what it took to beat that team.
It's absurd, but I'll be honest with you.
It's not going to.
I think something in the air. I really think an injury is going to happen to that team.
I hope not.
I fucking really think I do, and I think that's when I think Braun gets another one because of that.
I think Braun's going to get injured.
Nah, Braun.
Why would you say that, son?
Why would you say that about the Warriors?
Yeah, but come on,
you guys say
son.
that every week. I'm like,
why you guys say that about Braun, son? It's because you like them light skinned boys over there in Golden State, son.
So we're gonna stop putting that energy out there.
Yo, I know you like Clay and Steph.
I guarantee you, at least one of the Warriors got them Alex.
Yo,
got that gaping ass Alex.
Got that nice little gape, keeping it loose for you, dog.
Week of
so good.
I don't. Yeah, I think Cleveland had. That matchup was amazing before Kevin Durant got there. I think that would have been a great series to watch for years on end, Cleveland Golden State.
I think they would have traded they would have traded some finals.
Because the one they won before that, Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt, and LeBron still took him to 6. Fucking Hercules, this dude. So that would have been just a fun series. Kevin Durant really ruined everything to me. They had OKC. They got 3 great rivalries happening. Or 2. You got the Golden State OKC, you got Golden State Cleveland. OKC Cleveland might have become one at some point.
Wow.
It really fucked the whole thing to me.
Yeah, but at the same time, how great does your career get once you leave Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Right? Like, you are guaranteed success once you leave. Paul George, wherever he goes next year, they're going to be cooking. You know?
I think Paul George goes to Philly. I think Paul George goes to Philly.
If LeBron doesn't?
I don't even think. I honestly don't think LeBron's a good fit for Philly.
Where would LeBron go? You think he's staying?
I think he's kind of staying.
Please, God, go to the Spurs, man.
I think he's staying.
I think he stays.
I think he's staying, dog. Like,
If you stay, Ty Lue got to go. You guys seen the picture somebody tweeted at us? The end of a game huddle. Ty Lue just on the outside, literally looking over shoulders to see the play LeBron has drawn up. It's fucking embarrassing, man. And I know that's LeBron or whatever, but I think if he went to a Spurs or even, he's not going to go to the Warriors, but a coach like that, the Celtics, if they didn't get Kyrie, I think LeBron would go there. Yeah. Because here's a coach whose intellect I actually respect.
Yeah. No, it's something there.
Please, God, let that happen.
No, it could be. Did you guys see the clip of LeBron remembering the first 3 plays of the game?
First 5 plays of the game. Perfect. Of the fourth quarter. Sorry, yeah. Perfect detail.
And everybody's like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking genius. It happened 20 minutes ago. It was 5 plays. It happened 20 minutes ago, and it was 5 plays. Like, we really dropping the bar for genius. Now, Bill Russell and LeBron can also do this. Can remember single plays from 40 fucking years ago. Yeah. Okay, I can't remember which color underwear I put on this morning. That's a difference in like memory. Okay, but to get all your panties in a fucking bunch about 5 plays that happened 20 minutes ago. Come on.
A lot of that has to attribute to like all the other like really good shit that he's done with his mental. Like, I know there was another story
when he's like
telling the other players on the Raptors where to go on their plays. Like, oh no, you're supposed to screen here and do this and do that.
Yeah, I think it was one of many. It was just another example. So we're like, here we
so
go
it just confirms what we always already know about LeBron.
If he did this once, I don't think people would have lost it. They'd been like, that's cool. Yeah. And I think a lot of people would have been like, yeah, guys, it's 12 minutes ago this happened.
I'm just saying, it's kind of funny. Like, Elon Musk will announce some shit like, what we're going to do is we're going to have this, train that will be called a Hyperloop, and it will go from New York to LA in 40 minutes.
Using magnets.
And it won't even touch the ground. It will use magnets. It will hover over it. And people are like, we'll see it when it happens. LeBron is like, well, one guy missed a shot, then we missed a shot, then they made a shot, and then we missed a shot, and then they made a 3. People are like, a beautiful mind.
The bar is very
even that.
He said, all I'm saying is like,
it's impressive.
I'm one of these guys. I'm one of these LeBron stans where like when he has the ability to recall specific plays from years ago. Yeah. That's the shit that makes me geek out. Mm-hmm. But maybe it's like what you said. Maybe it's like we're buying into the mythology that he can remember every single thing. So when he demonstrates it, we start clapping. It's not
it adds to it's like another piece of evidence.
Fair enough.
Case that's
fine. That's fine. All I'm saying is I've seen him say in interviews shit that is way more impressive. I mean, like from fucking fine. Hey, what happened in this game? And rally just whatever. I wasn't blown away by it.
Dude's a machine, dude. He's a machine.
Goat. Greatest ever, bro. Greatest of all time, bro. Sorry, Alex. Greatest of all time, bro.
I'm ready to say it. I've been ready to say it all year, man.
The man gives you a paycheck every week.
That's true. You got to say that shit. Yeah. You ain't got questions.
You out here bringing the side bitch hoodie to our shit? That's
fucked up.
Yo, come on, man.
Listen, man.
Remember who your bottom bitch is, Cass.
It's a nice hoodie, bro.
Yo, who makes you gape, son? What the fuck, bro? You know what I mean? Brownie out here make you gape. You know what I mean?
Dog, come on.
Fuck,
man,
bro.
Check out the score every week. We're not interrupted.
Fuck, man. Coming here with a WWE hoodie next week.
Oh, trust and believe. I'll be here in
we support.
Yes. We
support your WWE endeavors.
Do we talk about Dwayne Casey or do we not give a fuck?
Son,
he called a raw deal.
I'm upset. Well, here's the thing. I'm upset about this Dwayne Casey shit. For everybody who doesn't know, Dwayne Casey was the coach of the Raptors. He got voted Coach of the Year by the NBA Players Coaches Association. Mm-hmm. Raptors, obviously get swept by LeBron, and then they fire him. Now, here's my issue with this. Do I think it's a strategically smart thing for the Raptors? Yeah, sure, because you create him as the scapegoat. But the reality of the matter is, no matter what coach comes in, they're not going to make Kyle or DeMar better. The problem is Kyle and DeMar are not good enough. Okay? DeMar needs to become a knockdown 3-point shooter to even think about getting past LeBron in the East. And Kyle needs to change up his side bitches. Whatever girl you fucking that's not making you believe in yourself in the playoffs. I mean, what is a side bitch there for? Confidence, right?
Yeah.
It's to stroke your fucking ego. And you got some side bitch nagging you. Get yourself a white bitch, bro. Get yourself a nice Asian bitch, bro. Get yourself somebody, bro.
Go to Vancouver, get you a nice Asian girl.
You in Canada. You know what I mean? First of all, shout out to Canada. I might need an East African wife.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. Toronto has some beautiful goddamn women.
Son, he's East African women's.
They have beautiful.
Oh my God, bro. It is. I might need, and fucking sassy too. A lot of fucking attitude, man. Yeah. Especially these Ethiopians, never been colonized. They talk to you like you ain't shit. You know what I mean? You ain't never colonized our country. I'm like, okay, all right, bitch, you got it. You got it, bitch. We saw your foreheads and ran.
Who are those two from? That website they were from?
Oh, yeah, there was some chicks there from Ashley Madison.
Really?
Yeah, wow. Staying out mad late, hanging out with us while her husband slept.
They work for Ashley Madison?
Son, they work for Ashley Madison, and they were out with us until mad late. And all I'm just saying is, like, if my wife worked for a cheating website and she ain't home by 1 o'clock.
And they were married?
Well, that's what a wife is, fam, is marriage.
No, but they had rings on?
Oh, both of them were married. Yeah.
Holy
Probably didn't even have rings on, some cheating ass motherfuckers.
Oh, my God.
But that being said.
That's an awkward conversation to have.
Oh, we had it immediately. You know what I mean? I was like, are you about your brand or not? They were like, nah. I was like, okay, fake ass, cheating ass bitches.
This is bad advertising, though.
All I'm saying is, East African shorties, what's up?
Bro,
you know what I mean? What's up?
I've been in Toronto in a while. I can't wait to go back.
Yo, I think we might need to do a little something up there.
We should.
Yeah. Oh, I'm down as fuck.
Might need to do a little something up there.
I'm down as fuck.
There's a lot of flagrant love up there. A lot of flagrant love.
Oh, yeah. A lot
Toronto,
of flagrant love.
Let's get something in Toronto. Please.
Yo, we got to, man.
We got to go back to Houston, man. Houston gave crazy love.
Oh, yeah. Nice little Texas run. We got to do a nice little... Guys, we have some things we need to do. We got some things we need to do. We need to take care of. Shouts to Eritrea. Shouts to Somalia. Shouts to Ethiopia.
Fuck with Eritrea.
Coming for you. Gonna give one of y'all a baby. Okay?
Bro, they're just so... They're built so differently, dog. It's just like... It's like, who made you?
I don't know. Like, all I know is that I want them to be the captain now. Bossy ass bitches. You understand where that comes from. This girl was telling me what the fuck to do and all this shit, and I was like, wow, okay, I see.
You go to LA, all the Eritreans are in the parking lot taking your money with mad attitude.
Is that it?
Sassy ass. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you so sassy?
Why? They do the, what's it called?
Yeah, they're the parking lot attendants. Take your $5 and all that shit.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there's a...
Mad Eritreans doing that.
I didn't know how they be getting it down.
I don't know. Every Eritrean and every Cape Verdean joint I ever met. Oh my gosh, they're just
little bad shorties.
They're like fucking little Amber Roses just running around. Just like how the fuck they...
Shouts to Amber.
This racially ambiguous, great bodied accent out this world. I'm just like, yo, you are just... Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone so I can be with these white hoes.
So I go with these white women. No, I'm just kidding.
God bless.
East Africans are fun.
Yo, why do men keep leaving Amber?
I thought they're still together.
Because she needed that same energy, dog. She was talking all that slut shit. What she think was gonna happen? You know? Of course, like you can't. I'm gonna make a slut walk and watch how fun it is being a whore.
If you make me call myself a hoe,
it's like, bro,
I'm gonna have to live up to it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like you had 21 Savage walking around saying like
I'm a hoe too.
With a sign saying I'm a hoe too. I'm like, come on, son, like. What you think was eventually gonna happen? That kid's like 25 years old.
You gonna be a hoe. Go out there and get some pussy, dog.
Like, how come men always leave me?
But I thought they're still together. She posted some shit with them together.
No, not recently, no.
Son, look at it. I saw some shit. I love this guy so much, this, that, the other.
Was this recent?
I thought so. Not like I look.
Yeah, I did an episode of a show. You met Amber. You had a different experience with her than
I love Amber, man. She's cool as fuck.
I had a different experience.
Yeah, nah, she's cool as fuck. I met her at a Drake party.
She wasn't that cool with us.
Toronto.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what happened to you?
I mean, I think some crazy shit. I found out later some crazy shit happened to her that day. Like maybe that was the day maybe somebody's like stalking her or something, like watching her sleep or something.
Wild.
Yeah, but she was like she was chewing gum on stage and they asked her to spit it out and then she just straight spit it out of her mouth and then threw it at a stagehand. Like chewed gum. Like, here, catch that.
You know how grateful so many dudes would be For that bump to chew. Come on.
That's that Amy Schumer type shit.
Yeah, that's
that Amy Schumer entitled type shit.
Yeah.
There's like so many people tagging us in like the Rihanna pictures.
Oh yeah, Twitter's definitely on your side. Thick Rihanna.
Thank you, Twitter, for like.
Y'all just want thick Rihanna because she's more approachable.
Bro,
I mean, she's more insecure. Say what?
That's part of her appeal though.
What is it? How approachable she is?
She's not approachable at all. But
she seems incredibly unapproachable. Even obese Rihanna would be unapproachable.
I shot my shot once.
Yeah.
Did you?
Not, and this was before I hung out with her.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw her going to this. It was in Soho. She came out this car, started walking into, with her security. She started walking into some fancy store. Mm-hmm. I was like, Rihanna. It's like, where are you going? She's like, I'm going to this store. And I said, why? I'm right here. And then she was like, ha ha.
That's good enough for
she
me.
She walked her ass into BAPE or whatever the fuck it was. I was like, all right, I said something at least.
Dating now.
Yeah. That's what a lot of you girls don't realize. When we sexually harass you on the street, it's just we don't even try to fuck. We just trying to not be pussy. You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
Like honestly, when a guy says some wild shit to you, turn around and be like, what's up? And he'll be like, oh, I didn't think you was trying to talk. I just didn't want to be a pussy, so I built up the courage to say some shit about your titties in public. But it's not, like, I didn't really mean
it's like a bravery workout.
That's all it is. Yeah. It's like, are you going to jump? No. All right, then.
5 sets of catcalling. Get your bravery
That's it,
up,
yeah.
I mean?
Bro, we used to do it as kids. We would have competitions who could get the most numbers. Walking down Broadway, me and my boy Jamil, Laurent, Evan.
I didn't do that shit.
Just to see if the form is still right.
That's it. You just gotta throw it up. Yeah.
Like, all right, still
follow
good.
through.
You can still hit that.
Have a pen and a little piece of paper. You know what I mean? Bro, we were bad motherfuckers back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
You get your number, shorty.
You used to need to have like real game to back something.
And
like
arts
that.
and crafts.
And
you could like a girl and she could like you, but if you don't have no arts and crafts, what you gonna do with the number? Memorize that shit? You know what I mean?
Right on the hand.
Son, sometimes you wear on the hand.
Right on the hand was good.
You keep that shit out in the cold. So
you gotta do it on the outside of the hand. You can't do it on the inside. You can wash that.
I was kind of dark, so it didn't really work. I had to work on the light side of my hand. And it creates a sense of urgency.
Yeah, man, you fuck up and get a Pepsi and a moisture, just wipe that shit right off.
Bro.
Bro, trials and tribulations that y'all don't know about.
Yeah, man. These young kids, they don't know how
Tinder,
how easy they got it.
A stranger bitch just shows up to your fucking apartment, sucks your dick, and goes home.
You can literally go home shopping on Instagram.
Literally home shopping on Instagram. Son, this is a real thing. A stranger ass bitch. They don't even know you. Like, it's different if she knows us, like, from TV or the podcast or something like that.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine, obviously. Do you know what I mean? Nah, think about it, yo. Yo, deadass, I'm about to make the point. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it, right? Think about it. You know I'm not going to kill you.
Do you?
Yes.
OJ.
No, you know I'm not going to kill you. She knew OJ was going to kill her. You think that bitch didn't know why she run?
She found out pretty early.
Why she run?
No, I'm saying she found out early.
She knew she was already getting hooked off on and shit. You know what I mean? I can't deleting that one.
Well, that's
No. But what I'm saying is, you know for a fact, if I'm on TV and I'm on a podcast and I'm doing film and these types of things, I'm not going to be a serial killer. I'm not going to murder you if you just come over to the crib and I met you online. You know that for a fact.
You got too much salute.
I got too much salute.
I got credits, bitch.
Yeah, I got shit I'm trying to do. I got special I want to film. I got stand-up I got to come up. I got 52 weeks of stand-up. I'm only at week 19.
I'm scared to even invite women over now. Like,
yo, son, first of all, I'm with you on that. But all I'm saying is,
like, we can meet at a central location. And like,
you got to meet at Penn Station, B.
Yeah, I'm good.
Can't even meet at Starbucks no more. You get arrested. Meet a bitch at Starbucks, bro. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Starbucks? Anyway, point is, but if a girl is just meeting some stranger on Tinder and going to the stranger's house and having sex with him, that's insane.
To be honest,
that girl's crazy.
Fucking it up.
Son, you Alex Media, bro.
No, not for me. For the fellas out there.
I know, but they shouldn't have less on the line to get pussy than we do.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say this to all the fellas out there. Y'all not supposed to get girls just coming to your house and giving you pussy. That's what we in entertainment work so hard for.
Yeah.
So you saying
straight up.
Listen how fucked up this shit is. I work my ass off to get some level of fame where bitches that don't even know me gonna come to my house and give me some pussy right for the Me Too movement to come around. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm famous, and now you gonna call me Too, and you some regular ass dude, and motherfucking ladies are coming over your house and suck your dick. Fuck you for switching the fame dynamic. Now regular dudes are more famous than famous dudes.
That's true.
You getting stranger pussy for nothing, and you not even successful enough to catch a Me Too. I'm furious. I'm fucking furious.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, fucking garbage men getting Me Too'd.
Oh,
we got more on the line. You can't fuck around. Even an NDA is not viable anymore. There's nothing. There's nothing.
It's hard. It's hard, bro. I'm scared. That shit is scary, dude.
Son, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I have a basketball game.
All right, let's wrap this up then, man.
All right, listen, we got something cooking, man. Kaz got a good ass idea.
I always have a good idea.
Always have a good idea. All right, so
it looks like we got this confirmed, by the way.
Oh, what?
But we'll go look at the venue.
No, I'm saying we got a couple things that we want to do. We just want to throw out there. Okay, we just want to throw out there. One thing. One little project. We want to. Well, yeah.
We can announce it now, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do this thing. You want to announce it, Kaz?
Yeah, let's announce it. Go, Alex. Can you put that graphic up? Yeah, man, we're having a brand new. If you're a fan of Flagrant 2, we are launching a new video series called Flagrant X.
Flagrant X.
It is as of right now, a video series, and we will count down the top 10 viral clips on the internet. There'll be Sports
clips
Center
of our choosing. Clips of our choosing, exactly.
Clips of our yeah.
Clips with a certain amount of flagrancy, if you will.
Exactly.
Okay, it's not some fat dude catching a fucking pop fly.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about that.
We don't care about that.
We're bringing the flagrancy to highlights is what we're doing. So
exactly.
If you like motherfucking top 10s and you like Sports Center and you like us just talking shit about, just things that we see on the internet or online or clips of TV, some type of highlights, whatever. And you're just a fan of the podcast, please subscribe.
If you like the top 10 but miss funny Sports Center anchors.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, it's going to be fire.
Yes.
Flagrant. What's Flagrant X?
Flagrant X.
Are we on 10 yet?
It's going to be once a week,
yes.
Okay? And we're going to put it out. It's going to be on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheAndrewSchulz. And we're going to put it out. We're going to give you more information about when it comes out, this, et cetera. But essentially what this is this is the first of many ventures that will happen underneath the Flagrant 2 umbrella. Okay, the first of many things for the asshole army. What we're doing is we're expanding, okay? We're talking about live events. What we want to do is have a finals Game 1 watching party. Want to have you guys pull up, do a live podcast before the game, live podcast at halftime, and watch the show and drink and get food and fuck with us.
Yeah.
Okay, we want the 3-on-3 tournament, the international 3-on-3 tournament. That's right, one person from every continent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to keep on doing that. We're going to have the shitty sports vlogs where we go to a horrible sporting event and we enjoy ourselves and indulge in it. All these things are happening under the Flagrant 2 thing. So as ESPN...
The world of Flagrant 2
it's the asshole army. What does the army do? It colonizes, it expands, it grows.
And you know what? It takes the fuck over, okay?
Yes,
all right, we're taking the fuck over. And as ESPN crumbles in front of us, and as all these other sports channels crumble in front of us because they don't realize that it's all about the internet, it's no longer about TV, we are going to expand. We are going to dominate. We are going to take over, okay? And that's one of these, and we're just one of the few things that we're going to put out there. We love you guys so much for supporting us. Thank you guys so much. Is there anything you guys want to plug real quick?
Oh, man. This weekend, Duce Palooza, Hammerstein Ballroom, New York City. We got Swiss Beats DJing. Got a lot of surprises. You know what I mean? It's going to be insane. The biggest New York one to date by far. I can't wait for this one. That's all I got. And check out Uninterrupted the Score every Friday on Spotify Spotlight.
Man, don't watch that shit. No, just playing.
If you missed this past week episode, we had Arian Foster and De'Aaron Fox on there. Last week we had JID and Contavious Caldwell-Pope from the Lakers. Some good guests over there. So please come support.
Akaash?
Nothing.
We're good? All right, cool. So we're going to, and listen, where my tour dates are at, theandrewschulz.com. Make sure you do that. Support 551. Make sure you pre-order that, man. We got some really sexy numbers going into the release. It's coming out June 8th. Some really sexy numbers I'm excited about, man. And I think that we could really rock it. I think we could get a #1 spot. So we'll know a week after it releases. But go pre-order that shit right now.
Yes, sir.
There's a link on my website, theandrewschulz.com, and it will take you to whatever it is that you listen to music on, whether it's Amazon, Google, all that kind of shit, iTunes. iTunes, etc. But we'll see you all next week, and make sure you look out for Flagrant X. Yes, and thank y'all so much for listening, man. It really means everything. Thank y'all so much for coming out to the live shows and that connection that we got, man. So keep it fucking tight one time.
Keep it tight, motherfuckers.
God bless.